Just got out of the gym, had something on my mind. I thought I would talk to you guys about that. You just gotta stop fucking making excuses, man. Like, you just got to stop making excuses. Too many fucking people are making way too many excuses, setting way too many limitations on themselves. And the best part is that they fight for those limitations. You know, in my earlier video on why most programmers are broke, I got triggered because there's one dude commented and then like everybody started supporting him for his limitations. And I was like, yo, don't fight for your limitations. Don't look for limitations. But that's something I also find really interesting, right? I'll make a video on you can make $70,000 as a developer. You can make $100,000 as a developer. I'll get a fucking bunch of people coming in like, you can't do that. That's not easy, man. That's not easy, man. It's hard. We live in different countries, man. This shit's hard. Good. Then stay wherever the fuck you are right now. Stay exactly where you are. Like, there isn't anything that's easy. Like, nothing is easy. Anything that's worth it is not fucking easy. But I make a video on why most programmers are broke. I make a video on don't become a programmer. I make a video on why you shouldn't code. And it's literally funny because I'm just experimenting with everybody out there, you know. It'll always get more views. It'll always get more click rates. It will always get more open rates. You know why? Because most of you out there that are watching this are just looking for excuses for why you shouldn't become a developer, why you shouldn't be able to make a lot of money. Why? Because of your situation, your age, your race, the color of your skin, the religion, your gender, why all of those things make you limited to not make enough money, to not have a better life, to not have the freedom, and you will fucking fight me for it. You will fight till the day you die. To that, there's not much that I can say, but I can tell you this. I started from way below average. You know, most people start at average. I started way below average. I'll put some of my pictures and shit. I came from Pakistan. I came to a religious school here for 4 years. And nothing wrong with religion. Somebody's like, oh, you're blaming religion. Shut the fuck up. I'm not blaming religion. I'm blaming the culture and that specific school that I was in at. They beat me up, like bullied every day at school. Thick-wooden plungers to the shins. They would literally beat the shit out of you every day. We would have a long line of friends and everybody would be getting beaten up and you would be in the line watching all your friends get beat up, all of them crying their ass off, and then you would be the next one who would go. When it comes to physical abuse, there isn't a much lower level than that, right? That basically threatens your actual survival. That threatens your life. So that was the situation I was in. I went to that school for 4 years. You can't even think about girls. You can't talk about girls. So I became also socially retarded. I was an idiot when it came to any kind of social skills. I was inconfident. I had literally zero confidence. I was probably like 90 pounds, 100 pounds max, like super scrawny. Not only that, there wasn't a single skill that I had. I was terrible at school because I had to skip like 4 years of actual schooling. You know, I went to my middle school and I wrote an essay and turned it in. 70 size green colored font. And because the teacher told me you need to write clearly. I wore soccer cleats to the basketball gym so I could get better grip. And I left skid marks everywhere. And to this day, some of my friends that went with me to that middle school make fun of me. In high school, I didn't know you had to wear underwear. So every time the teacher made me stood up in front of all these hot girls, I didn't fucking know how to act. So that's some of the reality, okay? I also had terrible grades. I also was terrible at math. But how come then I went from that, just a terrible life, to becoming top 1% in the world in chess? How did I go from that to become pretty fucking decent at kickboxing? If you look at some of my earlier stuff and you look at some of the stuff now, in just a few months, I feel like I improved more than 90% of the people would. And it's not because I was necessarily spending more time, but I just had right mentorship, right frame, right mindset, and I just become obsessed. I'm not patient with the results. Too many people are too patient, spend too much time fucking around, and then they complain, oh, it's so hard to become a developer. It's so hard to get fucking $70,000 a year. I empathize with a lot of you, but it's so repetitive. I just can't be that person who makes you feel okay with the limitations. I can't. I would want to, because if I make you feel good, right? If I make you feel better about where you are, okay, these are marketing strategies. I'll share some of them with you right now. If I make you feel better right now, I make you feel okay with where you are, I build rapport with you, right? Then I tell you it's possible that you could be better. I tell you my story, and then I essentially say, hey, call to fucking action. Join my course. This will be your life. That's how easy it is. And my course is open right now, actually. But that's how, like, I could do that, but I don't want to. I want to essentially hurt my sales, because I want you to wake the fuck up and just go, okay, like, there isn't going to be some external source that's going to give you that push. Even if you join my program and you had that right kind of mindset, you would not succeed. So my thing that I'm trying to tell you is you have to get your mind in the right place. I know when you're in that position, things don't seem possible. Not only did I become better at kickboxing, I generated $70, $80, $100,000 a year. Then I got freelancers to work for me. I took that bitch to $160,000 a year while I was going to college, while I was doing other stuff, living my life, enjoying myself. But I was grinding too. You know, don't think that I wasn't working hard. It's really hard. But in my mind, that's a given. That's why I don't talk about it all the time. That's a given. I'll get comments like, oh, Kazi makes it look so easy. It's not that easy. It's hard. Sorry, I fucking marketed to the wrong people. My goal for you is I want you to understand that none of it is going to be easy. For me, all I need to do is inspire myself to love something. Once I love something, I will do all of the hard stuff. But I guess that's not most people. My goal is to like inspire everybody on this channel to take the first step to coding, right? That's my goal. And if you do that and you fall in love with programming, you will do all the hard stuff that comes with it, because you will figure it out. If you're in a relationship with a girl that you really love, you have a wife, you have kids, whatever it may be, you will do whatever you need to do to make them feel loved. You will do whatever you need to do to make them feel appreciated or have their back when they need you. I don't have to tell you like, hey man, listen, before you get a kid or a wife, it's gonna be so difficult. It's gonna be the most difficult thing you'll ever do. I wanna tell you the good things about it, because I know once you're in it, then you're gonna overcome all of the challenges that come with it. You know, just please stop being patient. Stop waiting for a handout. If you have to code, start coding. You know, I was coding like 15 hours a day. And in those days, I didn't even have 15 hours available, because the other 17 hours I was doing other stuff. So just think about where that time was coming from. I don't even fucking know. But I was making the time, and I was doing it because it was exciting to me. It was fun to me. A lot of people that I see in this programming world who I can tell you will not succeed is they look at the opportunity, they look at the money, they want to jump into this because they go, well, it's going to be, you know, I'll make money, I'll earn some side income. That's going to be all great. But they don't actually fall in love with it. So what happens? Those are the people who complain that it's hard. Those are the people who complain like that they can't win, or that they're losing. You know, again, I don't try to tell you this stuff. My goal is not to go, oh, look at like how cool I am. Look at where I am. But it kind of is, because I want to tell you that I was in a very low spot, but I just kept using the same skills to improve in everything, whether it be chess, kickboxing, table tennis, whether it be freaking coding and becoming a beast at it. You know, it doesn't take you that long, but you need to love and appreciate and fall in love with it. And there are ways where if you have the right mentorship and right guidance, you can crush it. You can get those things a lot faster, okay? I have been improving in boxing for a while, but I got one session with this girl, Amber Lee, all right? And she's a badass boxer. She's a pro boxer. She's unbelievable. And in that one session, I improved by leaps and bounds. I improved equivalent of like 1 month of improvement or more, if not more. And I've always found that to be the case in everything, whether it be chess, whether it be kickboxing, whether it be freaking getting better at bowling or table tennis or video games. I found that to be the case. At the gym, lifting, took my squat from 45 pounds. That was my 1 rep max. And now my 1 rep max is about 215 pounds, which is still not that strong, but it's just, for me, relatively speaking, for me, that's really strong. For me, that's a lot of improvement. That's like 400% improvement. My goal this year is to take the business to $600,000 a year. My goal is to start my personal brand, take that to $200,000 a year. My goal is to make 300 videos for Clever Programmer. My goal is to make 300 videos for my personal brand. My goal is to write 200 emails this year. All right. I couldn't do any of this stuff before, but it's just, you got to keep setting your goals. All right. I have my goals with me in my backpack, but you got to set goals. You got to quit fucking making excuses and stop looking for excuses. Stop looking for handouts. Please, if you take action and you just start, you can do it. All right. You can do it. If you just start. In our Profitable Shortcut program, which is my program where I work with people, group coaching. We select only really students who have the right mindset, all right? Just last week, we had a student who started making $60 an hour. We had another student who put out his first YouTube video for coding. We had another student develop an amazing looking portfolio. We had another student go through almost all of the modules and build projects. We have students building applications. We have another student who built his website and also made a YouTube video. All of that happened in 1 week. It was like me just putting the pressure on them. I just got laser focused. I was like, Donnie, you're gonna fucking do this. Sam, you're gonna do this. Kishan, this is what you're gonna do. Everybody, like, no excuses. Let's meet next week. These are the things that need to be fucking done. Let's go. And some of these people are developers, some people are freelancers, some people are networking engineers, whatever it is, somehow, some way, they need programming to take their skills to the next level. They need programming to take their income to the next level. And whether it be better promotion, freelancing, they could leverage programming to meet all of those goals. But these are the people who, even if they had a way of making excuses, I just put so much pressure on them, and the entire group put so much pressure on them that they don't have time to make excuses. But then everybody who's on the YouTube channel, not everybody, but you know, a lot of the people, they're just looking for excuses. Most people, I hate to say this, but statistically speaking, if you're watching this channel, you're probably looking for some kind of excuse to hold yourself to the spot that you're at. You're looking for some way to feel better where you are right now and confirm your decision, okay? That's why Don't Become a Programmer videos get a lot more love. That's why you shouldn't code gets a lot of love. Why programming is hard gets a lot of love. I have literally statistics. I have a giant email list. We have hundreds of thousands of people on our email list. Chances are you're probably on our email list. When I send out an email, I see who opens what. I see the stats on this thing, and all of our top stats are all negative titles. It just makes me fucking laugh. You know, I talk with my team and it just makes me laugh, but that's just how the world works. All right. I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to put myself above that. That's a lot of times even how I work. But anyways, I do want to let you know, we have with all this said, right? These are all things that are possible, but you have to start somewhere, right? Other students I told you about, they're in our really high-end premium program, but that's not where you have to start. We have other students killing in a profitable programmer, but that's not where you have to start. You can start with something much smaller. This is the reason I put together my Earn 1K with Python program. This is the reason, because I had so many people like, Kazi, all these programs are too expensive. Kazi, we can't afford them. Kazi, we're in India. Well, okay, here it is. But with those same people still come back and they go, can't afford it. Can't afford it. I'm in some other, insert country, insert state, insert some kind of weird limitation, right? I'm in New Zealand. I probably can't freelance. You are just looking for an excuse, and you want me to just go, yes, you can't. And you're like, yes. Whew, fuck yeah. It just feels so good. But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let you feel good, because I do want to put negative leverage on you. I do want to put pressure on you so you go and actually take some action and do something, okay? And I don't care if you go with me or you go with other thing. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you actually take action and reach towards your dreams. You can start a coding YouTube channel just like I did. You can start an online business. You can do e-commerce. You can start coding today and start putting your ads out and get a freelance client this week. But no, that's not gonna happen. Sorry, I'm just fucking angry right now. And maybe in another video I'll be happy, but in this video, man, let me just fucking rant. Let me just go at it. With that said, I still want to say that I love you and I care for you. This is why I'm so worked up. This is why right after my gym session I wanted to make this video. But with that said, my course is closing in 2 days, if not 3 days. I think it's 2 or 3 days depending on when you're watching this, right? By the time it's tomorrow, it's probably going to be 2 days left. And after that, it might be closed. And the only thing you can do is get on the wait list. But we launched Earn 1K with Python so you could take your first step. so you could make your first $1,000 from coding, because that's ultimately always the barrier. Once that happened for me, I was able to commit to coding. I was able to learn faster than almost anybody because I was getting paid to code. You work at a whole another level when you start getting paid to code. Okay, when it becomes your job, it becomes serious. It's not just a hobby anymore. Because if it's not your job, some other priority, some other obligation, some other task, paying your rent, the reality of the world is going to take over. You're going to quit. That's why majority of the people who get into CS major statistically quit. So you build these little weird accountability mechanisms, get yourself involved, start getting paid to code right away. You're gonna stick with it. You're gonna have much higher chances of being successful. And if you start freelancing now and start earning an income, you can then choose to go get a full-time job. You can then choose to put in more hours to code. You can then choose to fire and hire your own clients. You can have that lifestyle. But again, it's gonna be just up to you, because I feel like I just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. But if somebody's not ready to listen, they're just not ready to listen. But I'll still keep fucking going at it. I'm just going to be relentless this entire year. I do not care anymore. Because last year I felt like I got different types of mixed messages. And I was like, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe this is not helpful. Maybe this is unrealistic. But I'm like, fuck that. If some immigrant from Pakistan can do all this stuff, but it's not just me and all these other clients who are landing $110,000 contracts in our programs, moving to freaking Germany. We have people landing $90,000 a year jobs. I get DMs on my Instagram. I landed a job. I'm about to get a job. I got freelancing clients at $60 an hour, $100 an hour. Kazi, I'm working at this giant company. Help me with negotiating the price. There's so much happening that now I know that it's not just me. I didn't just figure out some weird way, that it fucking works. So I'm going to keep preaching that message, and I will get in your face because I love you and I do want you to get results. And my main thing, okay, my weird selfish thing is that there's somebody out there who might be just like me. If there is, maybe there's an alternate universe, but if there's another me, even if there's a remote possibility that there's another me watching this video and could help just that one person, inspire them, just like it inspired John Story, who commented on my channel and he said, yo, this was the first video I watched that got me started on the programming field. He goes, 2 years later, I became a developer, and he came back to that same video. I think that video is called How I Learned to Code in Less Than 2 Months, and he commented and he said, I got a job, which was pretty freaking insane, right? So if there's somebody there that can inspire them and it can help them, that's it. That's my main goal. That's my mission. I just want that one person to be inspired and have their lives changed. So with that said, look, if you're on the fence, you have some questions. I don't know if I'm even going to do a Q&A because it's a much smaller program, but I want you to jump in. All right. We have a money back guarantee. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, 29 days, it doesn't get you results or you're not enjoying it, you can choose to jump out. But I know that's not going to happen. That's just so you can feel better. All right. But if you're gonna jump in, I want you to fucking commit. Don't come in if you're gonna be like, well, if it doesn't work out, I'll just quit. All right. Come in guns blazing. All right. Because if you're lifting at the gym, you can't get through that 1 rep max if you're not committing. Have you ever tried to jump over a table and you were like doing a half-ass hearted effort? You're not gonna make that leap. So I just want to say that I do want this program is essentially 6 weeks. We do 6 challenges and it will take you from zero to earning your first $1,000 with Python. With that said, thank you so much for watching. The doors will be closing in 2 days. Jump in. I want to see you inside. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love your face and I'll see you in the next video. I have an incredible video that I want you to go and see that I've put together. Okay, this video is unbelievable. This video will show you how I went from being a dumb, broke Oakland Community College student to making $104,000 a year as a developer. I put together. What would it mean for you if you made your first $1,000 from coding? What would it mean for you if I revealed to you my step-by-step system that I use to go from being completely broke to then learning how to code in just a few months, landing my contract as a freelancer with Python and being able to make $20,000 while I was a terrible Oakland Community College student, and to then being able to live the lifestyle I want on my own terms and have the ability to have my own time, freedom, money, and have the ability to make an impact
on the world. And at the same time, travel with my friends, be there for my family. You know, when we hit 300,000 subscribers, go to all these events. Even now I'm in Miami at 10X Growth Con with Grant Cardone. How does that lifestyle come about? As a Python developer, I was able to create that lifestyle for myself. And in this video, I want to show you that how you can do that for yourself. Take students like, for example, John Navarro, who went from working with me from complete zero to becoming a senior data scientist, or Nazar Mali, who landed a $130,000 contract and now he's moved to Germany with his family and living an amazing life, or a Fareen Sheikh, who was able to make $20,000 after she took one of our programs. But before we continue, I do want to talk about the opportunity that exists in 2019 and moving forward as a Python developer. So please go watch this video. It's an epic video I've put together. Click on the link below in the description and it's gonna take you to it. With that said, thank you so much for watching. As always, I love your face and I'll see you in that other video. So go click there. I'll see you right there. Click there. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ah!